we want to simplify the following fractions. Now, for the first time in these examples, we have an algebraic quantity in the denominator. So we have unlike denominators here. What do we normally do when we have unlike denominators? So for example, when you have a half, add a third. Well, we make the common denominator 6, which is just 2 times 3. So I can do that here. I'm going to do 3 times b. Now in the first fraction, what have we done to get 3b? We multiplied by b. So we need to do the same to the numerator. No, it's just the same thing as when you work with numbers. So if we multiply b by b, we get b squared. What have we done to this b to get 3b? We multiplied it by 3. Do the same to the 4, and we have 12. And now we can see that we have b squared add 12 over 3b. Now we have to do something else first here with this one. I've got f over 4g. Take away f squared over fg squared. And note we have an f in the numerator and the denominator of the second fraction. So I can actually cancel here the f on the bottom with one of the ones on the top. Now if I just tidy that, I now have f over 4g, take away f over g squared. Now, this is a similar situation to where we have something like a quarter and, say, an eighth, in that 4 goes into 8. It's not quite like that, but if you think about 4g and g squared, they will both go into 4g squared. And that will be our denominator. 4g goes into 4g squared and g squared goes in. Now, you could have just multiplied them together and got 4g cubed. The only difference is when you get to the end, you'll find that you can cancel down. Maybe we'll look at that at the end. So let's use 4g squared. So what have we done to the first fraction? To get 4g squared, we multiplied by g. So we have to do the same to this f up here. So we get fg. What did we do to the g squared? We multiplied it by 4. So we have to do the same to this. And then you can see that what we end up with is fg minus 4f over 4g squared. So let's just look at that if we just multiplied the denominators together. So what we had was f over 4g, take away f over g squared. So if we just multiplied them together, we'd have 4g cubed and we'd have 4g cubed here. And so we multiplied that one by g squared, so on the top we'd have fg squared. We multiplied this one by 4g, so on the top we'd have 4gf. And then we put them together and we would have fg squared take away 4gf. And if we factorized, you can see that we could take out an fg on the top, and then we would have g take away 4 over 4g cubed, and then at that point you could cancel the g there and knock that one down to a squared, and we would have fg minus 4 over 4g squared. And if you expand out the top again, you've then got fg minus 4f over 4g squared, which is what we had before.